Basketball fans, what's going on? Once again, it's that time, a very special episode of the Hangout. I am Akil, of course. I always let you guys in on my wonderful world of basketball aficionados kicking it here in Toronto. But we are at Foot Locker's House of Hoops today, so I got to welcome in a bunch of special people. First off, we'll start at the end of the bench. My man JD Era, you know him, Devo Brown, my favorite hipster, always represents. Yeah. This young man right here is someone I'm a huge fan of. I follow him on Instagram, I follow him on Twitter. I'm very proud of what you've done. Hey, listen, so sweet. Sometimes, you know, you don't win what you want, but you can turn an opportunity into whatever you can make it into, and you've turned yourself into quite the personality on Instagram, Twitter.
Yes, yes. It's been a long journey, Akil.
No,
okay.
All right, now first up, we got to recap the All-Star weekend, of course, the 63rd NBA All-Star game, and I just want to, first off, what were your general impressions, guys?
I think for me, it was a good All-Star weekend. I think obviously everyone's gonna say something about the dunk off. You know, like
we'll get into it.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get into it. But I think for overall, it was good that they changed up a couple things. You know what I mean? I think the whole East and West thing was different, but I think it worked out. It ended up working out.
Devo?
Offense, man.
Yes.
That's what everyone wants to see. That's what we got this weekend. And I just found all the guys to be greedy though. Like just trying to they wanted MVP. Like it wasn't, you know, Carmelo was hot. Give him the ball. Let him shoot. But no, Kyrie wanted to take over. So, and you know, it's offense. The big man needs to step aside in this All-Star game.
Marlon, your very original take on this All-Star game.
Well, Akil, first of all, it was all right weekend for me. I wasn't too impressed, mostly because I felt like the skills competition night, a lot of the players weren't really trying or even putting forth a lot of effort. Then the jerseys in the game were weird. It was like soccer jerseys. And then the dunk-off obviously was weird in itself. So it was just a weird weekend for me. I was kind of confused, but it's basketball, so you gotta love it.
All right, well, I mean, one thing we gotta point out, Kyrie Irving did win the MVP in case you missed it, but for myself, I guess earlier in the week before we got to the All-Star game, we were talking about the fact that Kyrie Irving is not having a great season. I actually didn't have him. I didn't think he deserved to start in the All-Star game, but I mean, maybe he proved us wrong. So were the fans right to choose Kyrie as a starter looking back on the night that he had, Devo?
Yeah, definitely. They were right. I mean, he proved it at the end there. He was also campaigning to get LeBron back to Cleveland, like a last-minute campaign. Come on, LeBron. That's what it was. That's what it was, man. He's like, please, let me hit some threes. I'm showing. Look what I can do. So that's what he was doing there at the end of the game. But it was definitely the right choice to have him there.
Were you guys happy with Kyrie as a starter as opposed to John Wall or maybe someone like Kyle Lowry?
I think Lowry deserved a reserve spot on the team, you know what I mean? But I think Irving, he definitely was probably the best PG, you know, at this point in time. Like, he's just a baller, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like even regardless of how his season goes, like, he's just one of those guys, like, he just naturally has the talent, you know what I mean? So it's always fun to watch guys like that.